Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of Tyneside Troubles. Now it has been a week or so since I uploaded. I've been a little bit busy, but we're back playing and we're back in amongst the Newcastle United save. Now in today's episode we're going to talk a little bit about how the players are doing, give you an update on who's doing the best in our team and see if the new signings are living up to the value that they were bought for. We'll also check out the Championship League table, discuss the recent results since that Leeds game that was in the last live com. And of course we will look ahead to the live com today at home to Nottingham Forest. We've also signed one player who will join us on July the 1st. He has cost me 5.5 million, although he was valued at 11 million. I will show you him just in a bit. So like I said, we will discuss briefly, not going through every player, but mainly the top ones in each area in terms of appearances, goals, assists, key passes and their average rating. We'll discuss the top 3 or 4 and see who's doing well for me in the season so far. So appearance wise, Tim Krul tops the way. He's played almost every game this season, 44 appearances. Chancel and Bembo 42, Alexander Mitrovic with 41. After that it goes down to Lascelles, the club captain, on 39 and Matt Ritchie on 38. Shelvey and Rico Henry also mainstays in the club. Musa Sissoko has commented recently. As you know, I did try to sell him. Nobody wanted to buy him for the purchase or the value that I did want for him. And then we go down into the 20s for a few other players. Topping the way with the goals in my team is the big man Alexander Mitrovic up top. 41 starts, 3 substitute appearances and he's scored 21 goals, 4 of those being penalties. He's scored 3 of them. He's got 8 assists, 6 player of the match and 7.31 average. He's been an absolute stalwart for me and he has recently been named the vice captain of the team. Of course, as you know, Cheick Tiote did leave in a recent window, so I'm looking forward to keeping him. Hopefully if and when we get promoted he can be a big part in the Premier League. Next in the goal charts, Matt Ritchie with 11 goals. Adam Armstrong, who's recently come on well, 12 starts, 20 substitute appearances, 10 goals, which is pretty good from him. Dwight Gale with 10, Ayoze Perez with 10, which is pretty good. Mitrovic, my main striker, with 21, and my 3 other strikers with 10 apiece. So that's 51 goals this season currently between my 4 strikers, which I'm pretty happy with. Rolando Aarons and Musa Sissoko on 7, and John Joe Shelvey on 5 goals. The assists have been quite spread out throughout the team, and Rico Henry, of course, who has signed in the first window, has got 9 assists, Mitrovic with 8, Rich with 8, Aarons, Shelvey, Janma and Sissoko with 7, Sissoko with 6, along with Tovan, and 4 for Ayoze Perez and Andre Dozel. Key passes, Musa Sissoko is top of the chart, which is not really surprising, but he's made 28 starts. Now if he wasn't a player that I was looking to sell, he probably would have played every game of the season. 158 for him, 131 for Matt Ritchie, John Joe Shelvey with 123. I'd expect him to be up there. That's part of his game, is pulling out quality passes and ball playing in the centre of midfield. 121 for Mitrovic and 105 for Ayoze Perez. The rest of the team fall short of 100 in the key pass area. Top of the charts for the average rating, although he's a new signing and only made 11 appearances, Shekadu Kuyati from West Ham, who I signed, with a 7.57, 7.47 for Musa Sissoko, 7.39 for Dal Janma, 7.37 for John Joe Shelvey and a 7.34 for Matt Ritchie. Of course, we've discussed Alexander Mitrovic, who's on 7.31 along with Rico Henry. In case anyone was curious to see my under-21 team, there's not a lot going on. We have loaned out most of the team, so really they're not even getting a full squad for most of the time. 17 games played, 1 win, 5 draws, 11 losses, 17 scored, 37 conceded and 8 points on the board. Not going well for my 21 team, but there isn't really much of a team to compete at that level. Same goes for my boys at under 18 level, where we do have a full squad, but obviously not good enough to compete. They've only played 5 games, no wins, 1 draw, 4 losses, 4 goals scored, 11 conceded and only 1 point on the board. So very poor at under 21 and under 18 level. Now guys, I did have full intention of doing a special regen episode, hoping I'd get 1 or 2 come through that were pretty good, but as you can see here in my under 18s team, they're still at the club, the green highlighted players, and as you can see the best rated is 1.5 star potential, so there's nothing to really talk about there. All quite poor, and I didn't see any value or wasting your time or my time in making the video and getting you to watch it based on something that wasn't very good. So we'll move on from that. Sadly, no good regens homegrown come through this year, but hopefully they will do and be better for next season. So after the last live com, which was the Leeds 4-2 win, we went on to play Aston Villa, a team you'd expect to be competing at the top end of the table. We did go 1-0 behind through Jack Grealish, then we went 2-0 down Jordan Ayew just before half time. We pulled one back through Alexander Mitrovic, but just before he scored that goal, Kouyaté got sent off and it was very difficult for us. Agbonlahor scored pretty soon after that sending off and wrapped up the game for Villa. I thought we were actually a pretty good game, played well in this game, and I thought a draw was the minimum we deserved, but the sending off really did kill us. And individually we struggled, but as a team we seemed to get decent amount of possession, just more than Aston Villa, as it shows there. 19 shots and 11 on target. Their goalkeeper with a 7.1, but I don't know. It's a tough game to call this one. I felt we could have come away with a draw, but it doesn't always work like that in the Championship. Like Newcastle United are finding out in real life, it's not all about the quality you have, it's about the rough and tussle, and that's exactly why Alexander Mitrovic could be a focal point, not only for my team, but for Newcastle United and Rafa Benitez in the Championship this season. Next up, we played Barnsley at home, a game you'd fully expect us to go on and win, but a game that saw us go 1-0 down in the 77th minute through Tom Bradshaw. We did get one back in the 85th minute through John Joe Shelvey. A few individual players played quite well in this game, but if I'm being honest, a draw was probably the right result. But this is the type of game we should be winning at St James's Park. So two disappointing performances after the Leeds game, but we did come back with a good performance against Burton Albion away. 27 shots, 13 on target, 55% possession. We kept Burton very quiet, limited to 4 shots all game and only 2 on target. We did give a few players games that might not be regular starters as often as they should, like Courtney House. He hasn't really been involved that much. Rolando Aarons is a bit of a rotational player. He starts a lot of games, he also stays on the bench a lot of games. Alexander Mitrovic put us ahead on the 32nd minute, 2-0 after the 37th minute through Rolando Aarons. Matt Ritchie did get an injury in this game. Moussa Sissoko then came on as a substitute in the 64th minute before notching on the 70th and 87th to put us 4-0 up and a win, and a comfortable win at the Pirelli Stadium in a game we fully deserved and played quite well. A very happy gaffer here after this victory. 4 goals scored and a clean sheet kept. Next up, we welcome Reading to the St James's Park, and this was again another game after the Burton win. I felt we played really well. We gave Moussa Sissoko a start in this game. He got man of the match. Goals coming from Adam Armstrong, Kouyaté and Rolando Aarons. That's Kouyaté's only goal for the club today. A good ratio of shots on target from the shots created. 16 in total, 12 on target. We didn't have as much possession as what we usually would in this game, but what we did have we done really well with. We limited Reading to 2 shots on target. They didn't play great, but we were rock solid, and almost every player put in good graft in this game. Comfortable win and another clean sheet for the defence. Next up, an away match against Cardiff at the Cardiff City Stadium, and an individual performance, it was a mixed bag. Some playing quite well, others playing rather poorly. We did have more possession, 17 shots on target, 17 shots in total, 8 on target. 3-0 victory, clean sheet, double for Alexander Mitrovic and a goal for Dwight Gale. No problems really posed by Cardiff in this game, and the 3rd clean sheet on the bounce for Tim Krul. And the most recent game to date, before we get into today's live com against Nottingham Forest, was a 4-1 victory over Brighton at home. A lot of shots, but not many on target. A lot of possession in this game. A bad injury to Moussa Sissoko. He'll be out for quite a while. Florian Thauvin in the squad, doesn't really get involved as much as what he should. I do favour Rolando Aarons. 1 goal, 1 assist for him in this game. Jose Perez getting a double, and Adam Armstrong also getting a goal in this game. Glenn Murray getting the goal for Brighton. A good win, 5 unbeaten, 4 wins in a row, puts us in good stead for today's Nottingham Forest tie. So here is the current league table, guys. 39 games played, which means we have 7 left to play, including today's. 26 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses, 81 goals scored, by far and comfortably the top goal scorers in the league. 36 goals conceded. There are, I think, 4 defences better than ours, including Norwich, Wolves, Sheffield Wednesday and Reading. So we're in amongst the best defences in the league, but I'd like us to be a little bit better. 84 points on the board. We are 11 points clear of Norwich. It looks like we're going to go on to win the league, guys. Hopefully we do, and hopefully we can get another notch and another win on the table today. So again, I did go to the board. I did go to Mike Ashley and Lee Charnley requesting to get up and running for a coaching badge, and still the third request I've made, they say they'd rather have me on the training pitch than doing my courses. Bear in mind, I started with no coaching badges at all, so that's a tough one to take. If and when we do get to the Premier League, that could come back to bite me, that they did not give me those licenses or give me the chance to progress and earn those licenses, as I'm currently sitting with no badges at all and only Sunday League experience. And as you can see, it kind of shows that I don't have an awful lot. I don't have any good coaching attributes or mental attributes, and I'm 1-star reputation. I did, however, recently get a new contract. I signed a new contract until 2018, but if I get promoted, that gets extended automatically by 2 years. 46 games played, 31 in total. Best opinion is Neil Aspin, worst is David Moyes and Nigel Pearson. But in general, things are going well for me. A new contract is what we needed, as it did run out in May. Hopefully we can get a couple of coaching badges in the next season or two going and try and make myself a better manager. Now, I did say there was one transfer made to join on January the 1st. Let's get into that, see who we signed before moving on into today's match. So it's this man, the guy Jesse Lingard, sure to have an improvement on Football Manager 2017. He was valued at 11 million in the under-21s for Manchester United. We were looking for a winger because although we have Sissoko, he may move on. We may actually keep him because he's done quite well when he's played. Tovan will probably leave in the next transfer window. That leaves us with Aarons and Richie. We did need another one. So we've brought in Jesse Lingard. He was on the loan list, the transfer list, and we managed to pick him up for £5.5 million on, I think, £20,000 per week. Really happy with this signing. Hopefully, when we progress into the Premier League, he can do a job for us. So it's a little bit of a reshuffle for today's game with Aorfa, Haidara and Mbemba away on international duty. They are not involved. Matt Ritchie is out for a week and Musa Sissoko is out for 7 weeks. So, we've went with Krul, Henry, Lascelles, House and Janma. Now we are still playing the formation that we have played all season. It's been quite successful. In the middle, we've gone for Kouyaté and Shelvey. On the left hand side, Aarons. On the right hand side, Tovan. Up top is Mitrovic and Ayoze Perez, who got 2 goals in the last game, so he starts. Sells, Hanley, Santa Maria, who's not done great for us. Dozel, who has done okay. His attributes have increased since he's been with us. He's been coming off the bench quite a lot. Susic, who he's been disappointing, but then again, I've not played a formation that suits him. Therefore, he's not been able to play his best. He might move on in the summer. Armstrong and Gale also occupy the bench. The Nottingham Forest team is a 4-1-2-2-1. Ingalls, Henderson, Pinillos at left back, Mills, Hobb, Mansen in defence, Vaughan, Onoma and Lansbury. Lansbury is quite a good player. On the right, Ward. On the left, Patterson. On the bench is Fry. Sorry, up front is Fry, and on the bench is De Vries, Fox, Reid, Velios, Burke, Lamb and Berto. The lads have been briefed and they've been told that we only need 1 point to at least, and at worst, to secure a playoff spot in the Championship. This is the 40th game of the campaign. Hopefully we can make it our 27th win of the season. I think Nottingham Forest were, or last time I checked or noticed, are around 7th place in the league, so not a bad team. And Matty Fry should really have put Forest 1-0 up there. Early pressure from the red side. Lansbury, Onoma, on loan from Tottenham, puts it over the bar. Early booking for Shekadu Kouyaté here, not great when you're centre midfielder, the ball winner. He gets a booking so early on. He plays on eggshells for the rest of the game. 14 minutes gone here and we've yet to have a shot at all. Shelvey puts over the bar from a free kick from a good area, good angle. Good chance. Over the bar. "18 minutes gone here. Shelvey. Tovan. Shelvey. Plenty of time to put it in. He does. Rolando Aarons. And it comes to nothing. Poor play there. We've yet to really get going in this game. A corner from Forest. Vaughan. Onoma. Lansbury. The danger man. Fry it. Onoma. And Tovan collects it and clears the ball. Picked up by Mitrovic, who's come deep. Shelvey. Shelvey loses the ball and it comes to nothing with 22 minutes gone here at St James's Park, and it hasn't been a very entertaining game so far. 50-50% possession. 5 shots from Forest, 1 on target, 4 from us, 0 on target. Vaughan with a free kick. Aarons looks for the long ball but he gives it away, and Janma intercepts a poor pass from the Forest centre back. Travels forward inside to Mitrovic, who's deep. Shelvey goes for the long shot, comes to nothing. Aarons, and another poor pass from Rolando Aarons there. Aarons again wide to Henry, and the extended moment cuts off there and it comes to absolutely nothing, and this has been a diabolical game for a live comment to watch. Pinillos. Fry it. Pinillos again. Shelvey looks like he's going in the book here. And he does indeed. Jonjo Shelvey picks up the second yellow card after Kouyaté picked one up early on for us. Vaughan. Aarons heads away. Mitrovic deep. Tovan. Plenty of pace around the young man. Plays it forward to Janma, who has overlapped. Janma puts it in, and it's Jose Perez for his 3rd goal in 2 games and his 11th goal of the season. Put Newcastle United 1-0 ahead 7 minutes before the break. Good play there. Tovan plays it forward. Janma had already overlapped. 3 Forest players out of position. Plays it in. Jose nicks ahead of his man Mills, who is poorly marking, and he gets ahead of him, and Jose Perez notches the 11th goal of the season. As I say, guys, Mitrovic is the main man, and I'm kind of rotating Perez, Armstrong and Gale, and with 31 goals between the 3 of them, considering none of them are really regular starters, I'm pleased with that contribution back. 3 instruction changes here, guys. I took off hit early crosses, I put on overlap because Janmat got forward. Clear bottom flanks for the same reason as Tovan and Janmat got forward there, and that really created the goal. And passing to space also being put on. The boys have been briefed and they've been told, do not get complacent, because we didn't play well in that first half. We just managed to get a goal at the very right time. Hopefully we can go and get another one and wrap up this game. Perez. You might notice, guys, I have edited the colours of Newcastle United's shirt. As you can see, it's gold writing on the back. That is what they currently have in the Championship. They've changed it from traditional white to gold on the back, and I thought it was a nice little edit in the match engine. Well, for the match engine, but in the editor, of course. I couldn't do it for every team, it'd take far too long. And Jose Perez, his 4th goal in 2 games, puts us 2-0 up just after half time. And hopefully that will be us cruising to another win in this league. As I was saying, guys, I edited the colour of the numbers on back. I did also do the same with the colours of the away kit and the 3rd kit to represent the new kit in the season currently going in the Championship. Hopefully we can get some Championship kits released. New kits for the Premier League and for La Liga have been released for FM16 that will be available to use for FM17 also. They were done by Orthodox and I found them on FM Scout, so if you want the new kits for the Premier League or La Liga, make sure you check out that site. Hopefully this Premier League's one's done quite soon. If you've watched previous saves of mine, you have seen that I do create my own kits, but it takes far too long for me to create a full league. I don't mind just doing the team that I'm playing with, just to keep it interesting, just to keep it flowing over. In particular with my Red Bull Leipzig save that was done. Anyway, 62 minutes gone here. We haven't played great. Forest haven't played great. Only 3 shots on target out of 13 shots between both teams so far. 2-0 up. Clean sheet. Hopefully going on to be unbeaten in 6 and hopefully on for our, I think, 5th win in a row. Janmat loses it. Vaughan Velios, the former Everton man, chases it down. A new signing for Forest. Tim Krul. Back to full fitness, or almost back to full fitness, Tim Krul, after 10 months out injured. In real life, of course. Lansbury. Velios. Burke. And it's in, and Jamie Ward, fortunately for us, is offside. He sneaked in at the back post there and did put it away, but it was offside. We're going to make a couple of substitutions just to get players into the game. Dozzell can come on for Shelvey. We will also bring on Armstrong for Mitrovic and change Armstrong's role to a Tracatista. And we will bring on Santa Maria for Kouyaté. We don't want him suspended for any more games of the season. 2 players with yellow cards coming off, so hopefully that can save them from getting any suspensions. 10 minutes to go here. Surely we're going to progress and win this game. Mancien. Lansbury goes for an audacious one and doesn't really come off. Burke, Velios, Mancien, and that is saved comfortably by Tim Krul. As we approach the 88th minute here, I wouldn't expect to see much more goalmouth action, although Burke is through here. That's straight into the arms of Tim Krul. He's not really been tested, other than that first attempt from Matty Fry at the very first minute of the game. Burke, Ward, who is injured, Dozzell, Armstrong, Santa Maria, Tovan goes for the shot, Dozzell, Janmaat, will Jose Perez get his hat-trick? Janmaat again, and it comes to nothing. Okay performances from some players, Janmaat, House, Lascelles, Jose Perez, they've all done quite well today, others not so much. Tovan, Aarons, not really been in the game at all. Been a scrappy one, to be fair, guys. And there goes the full-time whistle at St James's Park. 5th win in a row, 6 unbeaten, a clean sheet, 2 goals for Jose Perez, who's found a little bit of form. Good win. So there is the table on the right hand side, guys. 40 games played, we're now 13 points clear, and it looks like it's going to be a comfortable run-in for us. I can't see us slipping up now. And hopefully, the sooner the better we get that title wrapped up and get preparing for the Premier League. Confirmation of that 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest. 4 clean sheets in the last 5 wins in a row. 46,000 in attendance for a championship game. Incidentally, 47,000 plus will be in attendance on the game against Reading coming up, which is going to be a big one for the club, and we really need to get the season up and running. 47,000 is incredible for a championship game. 52,000 against Huddersfield recently. Anyway, guys, the games left we have to play: Preston away, Fulham at home, Ipswich away, QPR at home, Huddersfield away, and we wrap up the season at home at St James's Park on Saturday the 7th of May, 12:30 kick-off against Birmingham. Now, I'm not going to set a date. I usually pick a game where I come back and do a live com. What I'm going to do, guys, it might be the next 2 games, 3 games, or the 4th game, but whenever I can win the league on the game, that's the game I'll come back for. Even if we draw or lose that game, then I'll obviously play on and I'll try and get it in the next game. But hopefully it might be the Fulham game, Ipswich game, might be QPR game, who knows. But whatever game, I can win the title, knowing if I win that game for the live com for the episode, that's when I'll be back. So guys, as ever, thank you for watching Tyneside Troubles. Do not forget to hit us up on Facebook, like the Football Manager WizKids, at the FM WizKids on Twitter. And don't forget to join our Football Premier League Fantasy League. I did do a brief video about it, so check the channel and join the league. We are doing a giveaway this year to the value of around £50. We're going to give you something you want in around ballpark £50. It could be football memorabilia, it could be a football top, it could be FIFA 17, it could be Football Manager 17. Come May, come the end of the season, something to the value of ballpark £50 that you want. It will be coming from me, and I will give you that as a prize, just as an incentive to get involved in the league. So that is the episode ended, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to come back like the video, subscribe to the channel, share them, and leave feedback and tell me if you're enjoying the series. Thank you as ever for 1,400 subscribers on YouTube. We've just passed recently. I appreciate that a lot. See you soon, guys, and thank you for watching Tyneside Troubles.